Welcome back in this video series by Sagar Kadam Sir Engineering Academy that guaranteed you as you will clear all difficult concept as without any doubt. As under this series we are discussing, as now discussion is there on a circular motion. In last few videos we discussed terms of circular motion. We derive three basic equations of circular motion. But to solve numerical, we need a relation between linear and circular motion. And that relation we are going to derive now. That relation we are going to derive with this video. A relation between angular and linear motion. So here we have a body is moving along this circular path of radius r. Initially it is at A. It moves along this circular path to reach point B. It moves along this circular path to reach point B and travel linear distance s. And we know that when it moves from A to B, how much angle subtended at a center is angular displacement. Is the angular displacement. Is it right? So what is the relation between s and theta? So simple relation. S is equal to r theta. S is equal to r theta. We have this as a basic relation. Okay, getting everyone? Now we know that when body moves along a circular path, it moves with angular velocity omega. It moves with angular velocity omega, but at every instant it got a tangential velocity v. When body moves along a circular path, it has tendency to move along a tangent, and we know that tangent is a linear term. So here we are linear velocity is a tangential velocity, and we want its relation with angular velocity omega. So how derived? As we know that as v is equal to ds by dt. Is it right? Velocity is rate of change of displacement. But how much s from this? As we are s is r theta by dt. Is it right? We know that s equal to how much? R theta I put here. And therefore I write here r d theta by dt, and we know that rate of change of angular displacement is angular velocity, and therefore relation is v is equal to r omega. Relation between linear velocity and angular velocity, v is equal to r omega. Got it? This relation between velocity, linear and angular. Now this distance s is covered with velocity v and with how much acceleration? That is called as tangential acceleration at, with which body moves along a circular path. It is a tangential acceleration with which body moves along a circular path. But on a circular path, when motion is along a circular path, there are two acceleration. One tangential acceleration and another normal acceleration. As for that, we are going to derive expression in next video. Normal acceleration, a tangential acceleration and normal acceleration. Is it clear? So tangential acceleration is an acceleration with which body travels this distance, linear distance s. We use this acceleration while solving linear motion, s equal to ut plus half at square. So that a is nothing but at, which is a rate of change of velocity, which tangential velocity dv by dt. Tangential velocity dv by dt. Is it clear? And therefore, but how much v? V is r omega by dt, and therefore at r d omega by dt. And we know that a rate of change of angular velocity is angular acceleration alpha. So we have at is equal to r alpha. At is equal to r alpha. Got it? Getting it, you know what I'm saying? Is it clear? As what we have, this adds a relation between tangential acceleration and normal acceleration. Tangential acceleration and angular acceleration alpha. Okay? And we have expression for normal acceleration is v square by r, that we are going to derive also. But how much v? R omega square by r, that one r get cancelled and their relation is r into omega square. R into omega square. Okay, so these are a relation between angular motion terms and linear motion terms. S equal r theta, v equal r omega, at equal r alpha, and normal acceleration r omega square, r into omega square. R square is not there, r into omega square. Clear? Okay. So you have to remember as this linear angular motion terms with reference to linear motion terms. How? As we are just like S, there is a theta. Displacement, initial velocity u, initial velocity omega naught, final velocity v, final velocity omega. Then as here we acceleration a, acceleration alpha in circular motion. First equation, v is equal to u plus at. You have to remember like this, omega equal to omega naught alpha t, which is in term of omega and t, just like it is in term of v and t. Second equation, s equal to ut plus half at square. Is how to remember s nothing but theta, u nothing but omega naught t, 1 plus alpha a nothing but alpha t square. You have to remember it is in term of theta and time. Third equation, v square is equal to u square plus twice s, here v omega, u omega naught twice alpha theta. It is in term of omega and theta. Is it clear? So like this you have to remember this angular motion, circular motion equations and term by reference with linear equation term. Okay, so this is also important. You have to remember like this. Hope so you understood this video. But don't forget, if you understood, don't forget to like my videos and subscribe my channel. And there is one app also whose link is given in this video, in the description of that video. Thank you.